Set D. Number 1, for each of the data sets shown below, calculate R. How are we going to do that? We need a calculator. And I'm actually going to type them in from over here. So where do we go to find R? Well, first your diagnostic has to be turned on. If you've already done this, you don't need to do it again. So to turn your diagnostic on, you push second catalog, and then you can actually just type in D, and it will drop you down to D, and then go down until you find diagnostic. Come on. And then turn the diagnostic on, and once you do that, you never need to do it again, unless you turn it off. But I don't know why you turn it off. So if we push Stat, Edit, I'm going to enter all of the Y values. How do you get rid of all these entries without deleting the list? Go to L1 and hit Clear and enter. If you push Delete, then L1 will disappear. So I need to type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then for my Y values, 6, 7, 8. Oh, oops, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 1, and 2. Now I want to graph these just to see what they look like. If I push Window, what should I choose for my X window? For that first one. Probably 0 to 8 or 9. I'm going to do 8. Counting by ones. What should I choose for my Y values? The smallest one is 1, so I'm going to put 0 as my Y minimum. And the biggest one, 7, so I'm going to type in 8. And I will count by ones. Okay, and then if you push Y equals and you go up and you turn your plot 1 on, then you should be able to see the points on the graph. There they are. Okay, and to calculate the regression line, you push Stat, Calc, and we're going to go down to number 4, and I want it to graph the line also. So down here at Store Regression Equation, I'm going to push Variables, Y variables, and Y1. And then that's my regression equation, and you see my R is negative 0.93. Is that a strong or a weak correlation? That's very strong. And then you can see that correlation. Most of those points are right next to the line. Okay, and you can do the same thing for B and C. Number 2, find the scatter diagram in figure 6 with the correlation of 0.95. In this diagram, the percentage of points where both variables are simultaneously above average is around, so let me go back to 127, and we're looking at 127, the 0.95. So the question is asking the percentage of points where both variables are simultaneously above average is around, let me take a picture of this. Do you guys understand what the question's asking? So we're looking at the 0.95 graph. This one right here. And it wants us to look at the averages. So here is the X average, and here is the Y average. Where are we looking? What points are we talking about? These points. To the right of the X average and above the Y average, how many points fit that? It looks like about 50%. Pretty close to 50. I would say maybe a little bit less than 50, but maybe my lines aren't in the right place. Okay, repeat exercise 2 for the correlation of 0. So the zero correlation. I'm not going to take a picture of it, but it looks like this. If we do the same thing here, then 25% will be above. Okay. Using figure 7, repeat exercise 2 for correlation of negative 0.95. Do we even need to? If the positive 0.95 gave us 50%, then the negative 0.95 is also going to give us 50%. Okay, and you can see that as your football turns more into a football shape, more and more points end up being in that section. So that's what the book is trying to show you. As your circle becomes more of a football and thinner and thinner and thinner, then more and more end up being in the top right. Okay, that takes care of that set.